a very wise mentor of mine taught me to never train past the action. You gotta get low here. You gotta get low. You gotta limbo.
Yeah.
You gotta get low.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm really, really bad about training past the action. And so what that means is that before we master something else, I'm piling something on top of you. So I'm really, really working on getting better at making sure we understand everything and we're all on the same page. Okay? So, let's start with this. I want to make sure there's some things that you guys just have to commit to memory, all right? So, the first thing I want to make sure that you understand, you commit to memory, is how a real estate business is valued. How a real estate business is valued. Okay, so if let's say Sandy's looking to retire. She's been in real estate for 20 years. She's built up an incredible clientele, and I'm coming into the business, and I am coming from the corporate world, and I've got some cheddar, and I want to fast track this thing, and Sandy puts a little thing on our company communication systems like, hey, I'm retiring. Anybody want to buy my business? How am I going to determine how much her business is worth? Or how is she going to determine how much her business is worth? Does anybody know?
5 years worth of employment.
Inventory, sales, location.
All of those are correct, but I'm looking for something more specific.
For database.
Yep, that's right, Frankie. You are absolutely right. All right, so this is what we're focused on, right? Or this is what we should be focused on. Our database. The value of a real estate business is determined by the size and strength of the relationships inside the database. Okay? So this is why you'll often hear me refer to a database as a data bank. And you are a data banker. When I was talking with Jonathan at the model home, and he was saying that the majority of his business comes from internet leads, I wish he would change that dialogue a little bit and say, like, instead of this is a problem that I have. Does anybody else feel any negativity around this word? Leads? A lead? If it's not negative, well, what I mean by negative connotation, okay? So when you have call reluctance, when you have prospecting anxiety, okay? That's the negativity I'm talking about as it relates to leads. And then also, we assume that leads don't want to hear from us. So but before we get on the phone a lot of times, stop me if anybody's having this going on in their life right now. We start having a conversation with ourselves about how these leads are going to receive our phone call. We are saying to ourselves, they don't want to hear from me. They don't want me to bother them. They're busy. They're going to be rude. Everybody hates realtors. So I just would love it if we could transition this so everything really becomes more of an SOI. I mean, this is what the database is. The database is like an incubation technology for your sphere of influence, okay? So a database is typically divided up into two parts, your Mets and your non-Mets. So your Mets are people you've already met. They know, like, and trust you. Your non-Mets are people that you don't have a relationship with. Your KV Core database, you'll hear it referred to as CRM. Does anybody know what this stands for?
Customer relations, or management.
You'll hear it a lot of different ways, but basically, you'll hear some people say client retention, client relationship, but this, make no mistake, this is relationship management. All right, you are in a relationship business. Okay? The deeper those relationships go, and the more relationships you foster, your business is going to grow to the extent of the quality of those relationships and the quantity of those relationships. Okay? So, the goal is to get these non-Mets into your Met category, and then essentially everything is the goal is just to create a giant sphere of influence over people that you're building a relationship with and with people you already have a relationship with. All right? So, when it concerns me when I hear an agent who's local say, the majority of my business is coming from internet leads. If you've got a really healthy business, then the majority of your business needs to come from your sphere of influence. Okay? Your sphere of influence. And some of you may say, well, I'm not from around here. I don't have a sphere of influence. Well, your job is to create one. Okay? Create one. And you create it by doing this. You get out there and you talk to people. All right? Some of those people may come from the internet. They should come from the internet. What I'm talking about here today is generating free organic leads using the technology that is provided for you at no cost through JPAR and in conjunction with some sweat equity. Getting out to those model homes, those new construction communities and shoot them. Getting out there and pressing the flesh with the FISBOs, right? Door knocking. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to do this. To get out there and meet people. Business pop buys, but all the time we're documenting everything we're doing. We got our camera, we are documenting ourselves. Okay? So, just think about an opportunity that could have been missed this morning. Okay? In a lot of ways, I'm in the same business that you guys are in. My real estate, JPAR real estate agents are my clients. Okay? You guys in this room are my Mets. All right? Now, I want the opportunity to get into relationship with agents like Sandy. How did you find me?
Facebook.
All right, we can all go home now. Everybody have a great day. Thanks so much for coming out. Okay, so Facebook was the catalyst for a conversation. We got on a Zoom call, had a great conversation about ways, strategies, and tactics to build her business. And then after which she was like, hey, I think maybe I might want to join JPAR. Oh, great. Great. Great news. Okay, so if I don't think there's another brokerage anywhere in driving distance of this office that is doing on-site marketing training. Okay? So that's something unique that we do. So that's why I documented it. It's already on my Facebook page. Because I want to attract these. I want to attract the non-Mets. Okay? I'm serving my Mets, and in the process of serving my Mets, I'm attracting my non-Mets. Is this firing with you guys? Okay? All right. So the most important thing to you should be your database. Now this is where I get into, like, I feel like I'm walking through like 2-inch deep wet mud. Because I go to these trainings all over the place, not just here, but all over the place. And there's agents that are not using their database. I'm working on, I would love to recruit this EXP agent in Birmingham. He is a newer agent. I do not feel like EXP is a great place for newer agents. And a great example of that is that he has no idea. I said, listen, what's your website address? I don't have a website. Okay, we don't have a website. All right, we need to fix that ASAP. He goes, well, what do you recommend? What should I go? Should I go out and buy one? I'm like, dude, your company provides a website for you. Holy cow, this is scary, right? But if they, some of them are even worse. They know somebody has sat them down and go, here's your tools. Here's the tools that we provide for you. They have the database, they're just not entering anybody into it. And then there's some people that are entering everybody into it, but there's no system after that. There's no process after that. You need to be obsessed with your database and the quality of the relationships within it. Okay? Now, everybody, you need to get religious and relentless about this. We good? Okay. All right, so we've got a front end and a back end of our websites. All right, so if I go to toddbaker.com, that's going to take me to his homepage. That's the front end of his website. That's your storefront. That's the modern real estate agent's storefront. Okay? You are real estate business owners. Your storefront for your business is the homepage of your website. Got it? Okay. And then we have our inventory of our business as homes. Okay, so each website has an IDX feed that's providing data from the MLS to the website. That's what they want, okay? That's why people go to Zillow. They want to see the listings, okay? So what we need to do, so this is just like anything else. I open a retail store in downtown Fairhope. I need to let people know I'm there. I open a new restaurant at the beach. I need to let people know I'm there. So this isn't an automatic process, okay? I can't tell you how many new agents I talk to that say, gosh, I just thought like after I got my real estate license that my phone would just start ringing. Like people would just start reaching out to me to buy and sell. And they're baffled by the fact that that doesn't happen. Okay, this is the purpose of marketing, okay? All right, we need to draw attention to our business, and we need to have a value proposition for why people should visit, why people should hire us. Okay, so the website is our storefront. We need, just like people aren't going to automatically reach out to us when we get our real estate license, they're not just going to, it's not going to be a subliminal thing that just gets sent out, you know, and we get this ESP deposit in our brain. Oh gosh, Sandy got a real estate license. I need to contact her right away. It's the same thing with your website. People just aren't going to automatically know it exists and how to find it. Okay? So that's why we create content. Okay? Content is going to drive people to the website, and a couple things are going to happen. Okay? They're going to go to the website and go, oh crap, I'm bouncing off. Here's one of these real estate websites. They just want me to, there's going to be a forced registration feature. I'm out of here. There's going to be some people that they're just going to call you. Your contact information. They're going to read your bio. They're going to be connected with your bio in some way. That's why your bio is really important. Okay? We can have a separate one-on-one about bios. And you have some people that are going to get forced to register. At that point, they're going to either bounce or they're going to fill out the form. If they fill out the form, they're going to wind up in our CRM, which I like to refer to as our sales funnel. And then we're going to take them through this process of conversion. All right, Sandy was on the script call this morning. That just, huh? Oh, well, I thought she was trying to steal your thunder, Sandy. But that, I mean, I get an email every time somebody joins the script call. And that just made me feel really, really good to see you there, right? Because as we talked about today, getting these leads into your sales funnel, these free organic leads is not the hard part, it's this part. So you need to master the language of sales. You need to master the language of sales. So everybody and their brother and their sister, I would tell you this, like, listen, ask me for the instructions on how to join that script call and then share it with other agents. Share it with other agents outside the state. The more agents we get in there, the better it is. Like some days you might get on there. Todd was the only one on there on Monday, right? You were the only one in there, it was just you and Blake?
Yeah.
So I'm sure maybe that gave you and Blake some time to do some one-on-one.
We did a little bit.
But would it have been more beneficial if everybody in this room was on it?
Yep.
Okay. So the more participation, the better. The calls can get stale if the same 2 or 3 people are on there. You know, we need somebody throwing in who's got bringing some new energy to the calls, and throwing out some new objections, and it's good for us to hear from each other. Gosh, I was on the phone with a seller the other day, and he threw this curveball question at me, and I was like, there was like a 15-minute uncomfortable silence. He didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. I didn't know what to do. Eventually, I just hung up. So you need to know what to say. You need to know what to say. Okay. So, any questions about this process? This is what we're doing. My whole mission in life right now is to get you guys to stop thinking about buying leads and stop buying Zillow and become Zillow. Stop buying leads and generate your own leads. You have that power. You have that capability right in the palm of your hands here at J-Park. We got tons and tons of tech tools. Okay? All right, we got it? Nobody's lost? All right. So just in case people are shaking their heads, yes, I understand, they don't understand. So I create a Jubilee Farms YouTube video, right? Underneath the video is a description. If this video is valuable enough, I think the people that watch this video are going to read the comments that I put in the description, where they will find a web link that will direct them to the home page of my website, which will hopefully ultimately put them in my sales funnel. And then I start the conversion process. How many touches? How many touches? Can I expect to call a lead once or twice and get them to call me back and go, Jeremy, I love you. Where have you been? Let's be friends. I don't think it works that way.
Be great.
Might freak you out a little bit. Oh, hey, I'm not looking for a new relationship. But this is how this works. We're driving traffic. We're driving traffic to our CRM. Hopefully they're going to register with some valid contact information. If they don't, we've got a secret weapon called Forewarn, the best in the business of figuring out who people are and if they have a criminal record. You know? Listen, Jennifer, all your scary dudes, they're like, hey, have a beer with me. Forewarn them and go, no, I think this sexual misconduct arrest is means I need to leave now.
So what is that? I mean, seriously, is that something?
It's an app. It's an app.
Oh, okay.
See, this is why this accountability partnership between you and Todd is going to pay big dividends, right? I think all of y'all need to have a somebody, okay? And if you don't have a somebody, I'll be your somebody. Okay, Sandy? I would love to be your somebody.
Okay.
All right, we got it? Hey, and just in case I forget, I want to go over just some pet peeves of mine that irritate the absolute crap out of me, okay? So if you have your YouTube video, you'll have a little share button right here. Do I want you hitting this share button, Jennifer, and taking it to Facebook? Why?
Because I thought it blocked it when you took it to Facebook like that.
It suppresses your organic reach. Okay, so think about this. These companies are competitors. They do not play nice together. All right? So I see agents doing this all the time, and I'm going, oh my God, what are you doing? Stop. Stop doing it. I'm going to be watching y'all. I'm seeing your faces. You're in this class. I'm documenting with my eyeballs and my brain that I've told you not to do it, so stop doing it. Okay? Stop doing it. What you want to do is you're going to upload the video to YouTube, and then you're going to upload the video independently to Facebook. They call this the video living on that platform. It's living on that platform, okay? The other thing that Facebook does not like is links that take it away from Facebook. So that's why I put all my links in the comments. Is it perfect? No. But it's way better than sticking your website link. You don't put any links in the text portion of a Facebook post. No links. No, you can tag, you can use the @ symbol to tag, no links. Okay? We're trying to generate organic traffic, and it's gonna limit that, and you'll be able to notice that. Some of you, like, you may get like 1 or 2 likes on a post. That's because people aren't seeing it.